Sak passe, Philly. It's a day to check your surroundings. It's a day to meet your neighbors. What if I tell you that one of the largest immigrant communities in Philadelphia is Haitian? They are hiding in plain sight. They are your bus driver, your school teacher, the chef at that fancy restaurant you went to, or the artist singing in a bar near you. Each of them with different relationship with Haiti and Philly, and they use their art to proudly express both culture. Come with me on a journey that features Haitian Americans in Philly. NOLA.
Philly tends to be somewhere that a Haitian family, after they've settled into New York, after they've settled into Florida, and now they're making sense like, okay, where do we want to grow our family? Where do we want to buy a home? Or where do we want to go get better jobs after they realize, wow, New York rent and bills is untenable, you know? But Philly is not too far away, and it still offers city life, and it's more affordable, and there is a Haitian community there. I always say my music is a testament to the two cities that made me, to the two places that made me, because my music is very Haitian, but my music is very American at the same time. I use it as a way to stay connected to my culture, because at this point I've spent most of my life outside of Haiti, and so you will hear that most of my songs are in Creole, and that a lot of what I pull from is from Haiti. And then a lot of what I pull from is from soul music. So I tend to say Haitian folk / soul, but music is universal. Living in Haiti, living in Philly, it's given me this task because I see the things that are up against for my people in very specific ways in both of these places. You turning on the news and seeing that, you know, racism is alive and well, and that xenophobia is alive and well, and that Haiti is still fighting a lot of the same enemies as ever. And that has really shaped how I sing, what I choose to sing about, who I choose to sing for. So if there's anything I want for those two places, it's for my people to be free of that.
I ended up in Philly in 2006, originally from Queens, New York, raised, and then I moved to Philly when I came to college. My parents wanted me to stay local, so I was like, all right, so I'm gonna go to the next big city if I go back to New York, and it was Philly. I came to Temple University specifically because they had an amazing broadcasting program. Coming from with Haitian parents, it's like, you're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be a lawyer, but you're definitely not gonna be a musician. You're not gonna be a singer or a rapper, any of that.
This is where it all started for me in Philly. Definitely the first place I laid my head.
The city of Philadelphia has contributed almost everything to my music. The people that I've been exposed to, the culture, the artists and the circles that I've been around, the experiences I've had, because Philadelphia is where I grew up. You know, even though I was in Philly as a student and living on my own, I know every weekend I could go to Tati Lud's house and I'm gonna have a nice dinner. I'm gonna get my D and sauce pois. I'm gonna get my chicken. I'm gonna get my griot, and just still having that family, like that family feeling while I'm still in Philadelphia, and still having that Haitian connection, still having my cousins, and not losing that too much. Anyone who listens to my rap, they know I'm Haitian. I rep that at any chance that I can get.
My chérie, money, tout quero, my santi, I gave you all of me, though you take nothing from me.
And if I could tie it into my Haitian roots, Haitians are such a prideful people, and I think that's what I respect about Philly so much. I just feel like Philly has a rich culture that is of its own. It's tough, it's prideful. It feels like this is where I'm meant to be right now in my life and create, and so.
Growing up as a Christian, I realized that was my true faith. So if I was gonna make an impact in the world, to me it made more sense to just be a part of something that involved music and my religion. It would lead me to what I ultimately would be called to do in terms of my alignment with what God has called me to do. My mother is originally from Haiti. She migrated here from Haiti to Florida, then came here. She makes sure that we don't forget who we are. Regardless of where we were placed, when I came home, the culture was there, the standard was there, the food was there, the music was there, the clothes was there. You know, I felt like I had a piece of Haiti in my home, and definitely my ministry. We were able to see comments, especially like the adults within the Haitian culture. I think that they were very proud that I was still able to maintain the, I guess just the Haitian culture within my music and my art.
We've got the flag of Haiti is by college featuring two horizontal bands, both blue and red. Against the panel bearing coat of arms, with rifles domino hard against man. We won the war in the U.S. to find us as for l'union fait la force. Together we must stand.
And I think they felt like okay enough to trust us to carry on the legacy of what it means to be Haitian, although we're in America. That definitely has contributed to my Haitian pride, or why I still have it.
These three musicians are just part of the rich fabric of this community. Get to know them more by listening to their music and supporting their art. Stay tuned. NOLA.